What's going on, boys and girls? I'm about to head inside the mall here in a couple minutes after I finish this vlog. Quick reminder first, Arknoia and the Doctor will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm hoping this time, again, I had to do some work on my OBS. I'm hoping, as I said, that things will go smooth on my end. Remember, it's a three-way simulcast. My end, Arknoia Stroke of Beans end, and of course YR's end. We're all broadcasted at the same time there. Hopefully my end will go smoothly without any issues there. Have to wait and see. If it fucks up again, then for sure I'm going to have to just record the show and upload it soon afterwards. Until I get this whole bullshit taken care of. I've been trying left and right, how to fix it, how to take care of it, and make it stop doing this coding overboarding shit there. But unfortunately, it keeps messing up no matter what. I want to download another OBS, a 32-bit version, but the thing pops up every time I click on the install button. It says like, one app is open, Skype is open, when it's really not. I don't know why it's doing that. So anybody out there can help me with that. Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Now, I was on Twitter earlier this afternoon, and I noticed that Rowdy Roddy Piper was trending on there. The reason being, of course, is that today would have been his 68th birthday, if he was still alive, of course. Remember, he passed away in 2015, and if I remember, cancer was the main culprit. I first heard of Rowdy Roddy Piper actually back in around 1978 or 79. And I'm thinking it may have been him because the way he spoke, his personality, the way he delivered his lines. And this was before the WWF. At that time, he was involved with Portland Championship Wrestling. He was involved with the NWA for a while, Georgia Championship Wrestling with Ole Anderson, Don Morocco before he became the Magnificent Morocco. Gordon Soley was the main announcer for that program. It's all on YouTube, by the way, there. I remember on this one wrestling program, there was this one obnoxious wrestler there with an almost high-pitched voice that you couldn't stand. I know my dad says he couldn't stand it. You wore these yellow plaid trunks or something there. And I'm thinking that may have been Rowdy Roddy Piper. Or just Roddy Piper, as he was known back then as. Of course, years later, he would join the WWF. He would have his show called Piper's Pit. And it fits to say that that's what got me watching the WWF at that time. Of course, at the time, I grew to appreciate the talent they had at that period. Tito Santana, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Brutus Beefcake, Hulk Hogan, of course, who was the main draw at that time, after winning the World Heavyweight Championship for the Iron Sheik. I remember the announcers for that program was a very young Vince McMahon and the living legend Bruno Sammartino. Rest in peace. And I would go to match after match after match just to see Piper's Pit, which only lasted about 6 or more or less minutes there. He would get these wrestlers on and just berate the shit out of them. I think one of the most memorable moments of that show was he had this guy named, I think, Frank Williams was his name, if I'm correct. Now, Frank Williams was a jobber, if I'm correct. he wasn't able to win the match. All the main other superstars were winning over him. Piper was addressing that, and Williams was like, I'm trying to my hardest, I'm trying my best, and Piper out of the blue just starts hammering on the guy there. Picks up the mic, said, "It's simple as this, bam, bam, bam." Then he turns to the camera. Piper says, up close, this famous catchphrase, "Just when they think they got all the answers, I change the questions." I still go by that philosophy today, folks. Of course, years on down the line, he would retire from the WWF in '87 after WrestleMania 3. He would come back to the WWF as co-host of Primetime Wrestling with Gorilla Monsoon. He would get involved with Ravishing Rick Rude, also rest in peace. Years on down the line, he would later join WCW. Had a tremendous feud with the then heel at that time, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And the man was completely over everywhere he went, without a doubt. In fact, one of the stories I remember hearing is that one of the main reasons why Piper never had the world title put around his waist was because Vince McMahon figured, oh heck, Piper is so over, he doesn't need a title. Which basically was true. Piper alone could probably draw thousands of dollars within a heartbeat. And we also got to take a look at Roddy's acting accomplishments as well. He starred in many movies there. He was in Hell Comes to Frogtown, Body Slam. And we, of course, cannot forget They Live from 1988, directed by John Carpenter. That was probably the biggest in his Hollywood catalog there. He also made appearances in The Outer Limits, the 1990s updated version. He had a huge spot on the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And he also guest starred on the Saturday morning show, The Super Mario Brothers Show. Piper also had Piper's Pit podcast, which ran on Podcast One a lot. I remember one of the most compelling episodes he had was a two-parter interviewing Vince Russo. The two was getting into a massive debate about Owen Hart's death in 1999. And Piper really explained a lot of what went on behind the scenes with the executives and shit. So needless to say, Piper went through a lot just as well while involved in the business. And I like to take a time to raise my drink to you, Piper, for all the great achievements you've done within, let me rephrase that, in and outside of the wrestling business. And I'm still proud to say that you're one of the main reasons why I started watching pro wrestling. Thank you, Hot Rod, for all that you have done. I'm Dr. Earl. I'm going to head inside right now, see what's going on in here. Quick reminder again, Arknoy and the Doctor / Music Maniacs will be live tonight on all three of our channels, ARC's, YR's, and mine. And like I said, I'm hoping there'll be no lagging issues on my end. Otherwise, I'll just have to record my bits and upload it from there. Or, we'll rephrase that again. Record the show and post it on my channel soon afterwards. Alright? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And hit that notification bell just as well, people. Enjoy the rest of your Monday afternoon.